welcome to my channel. So in the today's lecture, we are going to discuss linked list allocation. In the last video, we discussed about the contiguous allocation. Okay, so let's suppose we have a hard disk. Okay, so firstly let me show you the disadvantage of contiguous allocation. Before watching this video, watch my last video of contiguous file allocation method. Okay, so let's suppose our hard disk is divided into various number of blocks like this. Your B file is stored in first 3 blocks and your A file is stored in these 3 blocks. Okay, and your C file is stored in these blocks. Okay, now let's suppose I want to delete my A file. In your computer, at any point of time, you can delete any file you want. Okay, so I'm going to delete my A file. Okay, I have deleted my A file. So all these 3 blocks are now free. You can store some other file in these 3 blocks. Now let's suppose what I'm going to do. I am opening MS Word. Okay, and I am typing some document in MS Word file. I want to save this file with name d.docs. Okay, and I want to save this file in the hard disk. So this d.docs file size is big. It needs 4 blocks of hard disk. Okay, it is going to be stored in 4 blocks of hard disk. Okay, but we don't have any contiguous 4 blocks. Okay, we have 3 blocks present here and 1 block is present here. And your d.docs file needs 4 blocks. So you cannot save d.docs file in a continuous manner. So in that case, we make use of linked list allocation. The benefit of linked list allocation is you can make use of space in a good way if you are using linked list allocation. Okay, what happens in linked list allocation? Your one file may be stored in the hard disk at different locations. Okay, so let me give you one example of linked list allocation. Let's take example of treasure hunt game. Okay, treasure hunt game. What happens in treasure hunt game? You have to collect some number of objects. Okay, firstly you go to one location. There you get some clue. Okay, at a one particular location you get some clue. Then you go to some another location. You get some clue. Okay, then again you have to go to some other location. You collect your objects. Okay, you are given some clues. With the help of clues, you are collecting your objects. Okay, what happens in linked list allocation? You are going to store your files at a different memory location. Okay, it is not that each and every time your file will be provided space in a contiguous manner. There is also a chance that space might be available at a different locations. Okay, so in linked list allocation, you are storing your files at different locations. Okay, what happens if you have to store your elements in a linked list? Okay, let's suppose I have to store 10 at which memory location your elements are stored. If you don't take care of the memory locations in which your elements are stored, then your elements are going to be lost. You can never access your elements. Okay, so same condition is here. We are storing our file at a different locations or at a different blocks of the hard disk. Okay, so this is how we store our file in the hard disk. You have done your storage, but the question is, if your user want to open d.docs file, how you will be opening that file? How you will get the location of that file in the hard disk? There are several files present in the hard disk. Okay, how you will get to know where your D file is present in the hard disk? So what I am going to do, I am making one table. In this table, I am writing file name, I am writing starting block, and I am writing ending block. Okay, let's suppose I have stored my file D in the hard disk. So the name of my file is D and the starting block of this file is D and the ending block is 9. The ending block of this file is 9. Okay, and what I am going to do, I am giving references here. Then after the fourth block, what is the next block for D file? Okay, because your D file might be stored at the different blocks. You are also storing the address that where your next block is present. What is the location of your next block for D file? Okay, similarly we are doing like this. Okay, and we will store the last block of your D file in this table, that your file is getting ended at the 9th block. Okay, we are storing the references so that we can go to the next block. You don't know where next block is present. If you don't store the location of your next block, you can never go to that block. Okay, so this way our linked list allocation is going to work. But the problem is, you have to access your file in a sequential manner. You will be accessing your file sequentially. What happens in the contiguous allocation? You can directly go to any block of the file you want. But in linked list allocation, you have to go sequentially. Okay, in linked list allocation, you have to go sequentially. You cannot directly jump to any block of your file. Okay, because the address of this block is stored here. The address of this block is stored here. So you have to access your file in a sequential manner. That is the disadvantage of the linked list allocation. Okay, so I hope that you are clear with linked list file allocation method. If you have any query, I have mentioned my email ID in the description box. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe my channel.